Zohar of Ramchal, Tikkunei Zohar of Ramchal, starting from the beginning once again. Bereshis bara Elohim es hashamayim v'haaretz. Right in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That's Genesis 1:1, and now we have Devarim 34:12, the last verse of the Torah. U'lechol hayad chazaka u'lechol el-mayra hagado, and to all the hand that is strong, and to all the fear that is great. Great fear. So Noit Soifa, he implanted the end Bireisha in the beginning. So Noit Soifa Bireisha, he implanted the end in the beginning. Kleimer Sphiros HaMalchus, he Soifa Madregos, as if to say the Sephira of Malchus, of kingship, it's the end of all the levels, right? It's the end of the levels. Bireisha. Here Malchus Nasas Roish, the Keser, La'olam, are the parts of Tachton. So this kingship, it makes a head or a crown to the world, or the partsuf that is below it. Partsuf, I don't know how to translate, maybe a face or something. V'reisha, and the head, v'akeser na'asa, and the crown is made b'soifa, in the end, mimalchus to elyon, from the malchus that is above. Right? The crown is made from the top level is made from the lowest level of the world above it, and the lowest level makes a crown for the world that is below that. To include them all as one, in order that everything should be one. As if to say, foundation, the sphere of Yesod is called everything, Kula, everything. It's made. This is made is one. Ima Malchus, it's made one with Malchus that is below it. And with the Keser that is below that. And so the abundance or influx continues or is drawn from level to level. And this is with the power of the intellect, Shel Abba Ve'ima, of father and mother, which is Chochmah and Bina. I think that's what Aleph means. And through the hand of those that are called, or that is called, Bekitra Dichuda Ila'a. I don't know how to translate Bekitra, maybe, I don't know. Dichuda Ila'a, of the elevated or up above unification. V'zeh Ramos, and this is alluded to b'mashakasav, in that which is written, Mi tencha ke'achli. Who is going to give you or to place you like a brother to me? Me, Zua Bina, Nasenes Maichin Lezer Anpin. Me, Memyo, that's Bina intellect, that gives Maichin intellect, Lezer Anpin. Zer Anpin means small face, and it's a reference to the 6 spheros of Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod, and Yisod. Sheyesh by 10 spheros, that there is in them 10 spheros, Kimin and Ach, like the numerical value of the word Ach, Aleph Ches, 1 and 8. Zer Anpin, we said, has 6, so I don't know how it has within it 9 spheros. Let's see. Kimin and Ach, V'hu Misyachid Manokva, and this is unified with the feminine, Haramuza Bais Dalid, which is alluded to in the letter Dalid, V'niya Echad, and it makes the word Echad, 1. Let's read that again. V'zeh Ramos b'meshakasav. This is alluded to in that which it's written, Mi etencha kachli, who will give you as a brother to me. Mi zu bina nasenes meichin lezer anpin. Mi is bina that gives intellect to zer anpin. Sheyesh by 10 spheros, that has within it 10 spheros. Kimin ach, like the amount of ach. V'hu misyachid manukvar muza b'ais dalid v'niya echad. Then the feminine is alluded to in the dalid, so we add the dalid to the 8 and 1, which is 9, and together we have echad. Okay. Arose Elijah the prophet that is faithful. He opens and he says, Rebbe, v'amaskilim yaziru k'zer hakiyav chulei. My rabbi, and the intellects, they will illuminate like the illumination of the firmament, etc. Mihem amaskilim. Who are these intellects? These wise ones. Dishavyau, garmayu b'darga tzaddik. That they equated their bones, their essence, or whatever, their innards, in the level of righteous, saint, tzaddik. Elu shehashvut surah samapnimius. These that made equal their inner form, l'sphiras hayesod, to the sephira of foundation. Dahenu k'mosh hayesod hu nisina l'loy ratzin l'kabel. That is just like the foundation gives without the desire to receive. Chol shefa nishba l'malchus, and all of its abundance or influx, it gives influx in return, or abundance to kingship, to malchus. Kach hatzadikim achoninam dalim, hey manikram maskilim. So too the righteous that are choinen dalim. Dal is poor and destitute. Choinen, I think it means to request or beseech or chen. I'm not sure. Requesting maybe. Hey manikram maskilim. They are the ones that are called maskilim, intelligences. Lanhara naharin l'chol star, to illuminate illuminations to every direction. V'hem me'irim l'kol, and they illuminate to everything. We just said above, Did we say lakol or we didn't? Oh, whatever. The gamkin maskilim mikron, and in so too, or in this something, they're called maskilim, intellects or intelligences. V'lachein nekram maskilim, and therefore they're called intellects. Ki noisni misichlam lacherim. Maskilim means to give intellect, to give intelligence. So they are called maskilim because they give from their intellect, from their seichel to others. Ki zayar harakia, like the illumination of the firmament. Da zayar dinatal hai tzadik me'ahu rakia dekarmale. This is the illumination that takes this tzaddik from the firmament that is standing upon him, or that he's standing on it. Ki zayar harakia, like the illumination of the firmament, Zeh Zohar, this is the illumination, Shenoitel HaYesoid, that takes the foundation, Me'oiser Rakia She'alav, from that firmament which is above him, or that he is above, I'm not sure. Tahainu Me'at Tiferes, that is the Tiferes. I guess Tiferes is above him, so it takes him from the firmament, which is Tiferes, that is above him. Zohar HaYesoid, who illumination of the foundation it is. Zohar to Nair and Be'ar Yashar. This is an illumination that illuminates with a straight light. The nutsits and like exploding or sparking Bar Chayzer with a returning light. And therefore foundation is called Chai, Chesyor, life. Ki yesh by Tesfiros to Ar Yashar, because it has the 9 spheros of the straight light. The Tesfiros to Ar Chayzer and the 9 spheros of the returning light. There, that 9 and 9 is 18. Zayar HaYesaidu, the illumination is the foundation. Yisoid. Zayar de kol Zohar and Alma, an illumination that includes all the illuminations of the world. Zayar Akal kol Ereshabaylam, an illumination that includes all the lights of the world. Dahainu Zer Anpin V'Nukvin. This is within Zer Anpin and the feminine. V'Lachein Nikra HaYisoid kol ki kol, and therefore Yisoid foundation is called kol everything. Why? Ki kol hakol, because it includes the everything. Ke'es Mavar Es Ares Zer Anpin V'Nukvin. Okay, now we're going to explain the lights of Zer Anpin and the feminine. Shita Zohar Ninon, there are 6 lights. There are Sheish Aris Heim Dahainu Chesed Gevur Tiferes Netzach Chod Yesod. There are 6 lights, and they are Chagat Nehi Chesed Gevur Tiferes Netzach Chod Yesod. The Chad Dekol line, and one that includes them. V'Oid Or Echad Shekol Kulam Shu Ar HaMalchus parts of Hanukva. And there's one more light that includes all of them, and this is the light of kingship Malchus, which is the partsif of the feminine. Partsif again might mean face. I'm not sure how to translate. V'koila is skalil b'hayzayar, and everything is included within this illumination. V'chol elu ha'aros nechlalim ba'ara yisoid ha'koil l'akol, and all these lights are included within the light of foundation, which includes everything. La'azdara, to shine ba'aros yisharim with straight lights. Ulunatzitzon, to spark ba'aros chayzurim. With returning lights, with lights that return. The whole Sitri Alama, to all the directions of the world. The whole Tzadei Ha'olam, to all the sides of the world. Dainu l'chol avav kitzavim, shehem, that is to all the 6 extremities, which are Chesed shehu darim, loving kindness, which is south. Kivura shehu tzafin, restraint, which is north. Tiferes shehu mizrach, Tiferes, which is like balance or whatever, that's the east. Netzach shehu mala, victory. Netzach, which is above. Hoid shehu mata, hoid, I don't know, glory or submission, humility, thanks, I don't know, Hoid, which is downwards. Via side foundation, Shumarav, which is west. Okay? Zayar Kadma'a, the first illumination. Zayar Rishan, who Zayar Spheres Chesed. The first illumination is the illumination of the sphere of loving kindness. Da Zayar Denayar V'Natzitz. This is the illumination that it shines and it sparks. Zayar Hameir Ba'ar Yashar V'Ar Chayzer. This is a light that illuminates with a straight light and a returning light. In it is dependent the illumination or the light of the Torah. By Torah, in it is dependent the light of the Torah. That is the written Torah, which is the sphere of Tiferes. Like it's written, give MS, truth, to Jacob. The Torah MS, and the Torah, which is the Torah of truth. The Torah is a Torah of truth. So give truth to Jacob is giving the Torah to Jacob. Okay. Yaakov is Teferet, by the way. The Torah or the Chesed, and the Torah is a light of loving kindness. As it's written that a flame is the mitzvah and the light is the Torah. Or Torah totally Chesed. The light of the Torah is dependent on the loving kindness. As it's written, a Torah of loving kindness is on her tongue. or his tongue, or its tongue. Hakavana bazeh, the intention with this is liyasoid de malchus, on foundation of kingship, yasoid of malchus, right? Because each of the 10 spheres has all the 10 spheres within it ad infinitum, forever and ever. So this is intending to yasod of malchus. Hamakabelas min yasod, which receives from the yasod. Shemekabel min netzach, which in return receives from netzach. Shemekabel min chesed, which in turn receives from chesed. Yeah. Even though that in Yovel, I think it's talking about, or it's standing. I don't know I don't know what that means. Even so, there is to be precise and to say that the influx, the abundance that comes from Chesed to Tiferet, its source is really in Bina. And from there, Bina, and from Bina, Mispashe, it extends out. Mishpatim ha'oros, the lights are extending out. The whole star to every side, l'chol avav ketzav, to all the 6 extremities. Aval tukva dila b'yamina is takef, but its strength is coming. It's the strength of the right. Aval choizek hatiferes, but the strength of the tiferes, hu min, it is from hayamin, from the right. Hagam she ugvura b'smayla. Even though the strength is in the left side, hatiferes mikabel is gam min agvura. Even though that the tiferes also receives from restraint, which is on the left side, v'yamina mitaman, and the right from there, v'chesed ba min hayamin, and the loving kindness comes from the right side. Zohar da iskalil hacha le'anhara nehiru da'iraisa kidukayos, an illumination that is included here to illuminate illuminations of Torah, like is brought or something. Zohar zeh shalach chesed, this illumination of loving kindness, nichlal kan, is included here, but tiferes, within tiferes. Leheres tiferes, to illuminate the tiferes karoi, properly, appropriately. But iras chesed, with the lights of loving kindness, hanikra yomam, they are called day. And as it is written, vagisaba yomam v'layla, and you shall toil in it day and night. Hikdim es chesed l'gvura, we preceded the loving kindness to the restraint. First we said day and then night. Limud b'chesed zu haris panim l'talmud. Studying with this loving kindness is an illumination of the face to the student, and not to be strict on the lack of his knowledge. Ugvura, and the intention, and the restraint, gavura, hakavana, the intention, lishmar al-klali hapsika v'halacha. The intention is to guard on the general ruling and law. All right, now we're up to the second Zohar. The second illumination. Zohar Sheni is a Zohar Gvur. The second illumination is the illumination of restraint. Zohar Debei Talia Ched V'Sadaraisa. This is an illumination that in it is dependent. The joy of Torah. Zohar Shabai Tluya Ched V'Satorah Dahainu Tiferes. This is an illumination that in it is independent. The joy of Torah. Dahainu Tiferes, which is Tiferes. Hagam Sheched V'Hayichud Koi. That even though joy is talking about yichud, the unification, it's calls that with all this, mitchila himei gvura. At the beginning, it comes from the gevura. K'may as it's written, smalai tachas l'roishi, his left hand under my head. V'dalik ri chamar da'iraisa, and this is called the wine of Torah. V'zar zenikra yena shel Torah, and this illumination is called the wine of Torah. K'var yadata shayayin ma'aras agvuras. It's already known. You already know that wine awakens the judgments. Strength. The bay that in it shebayayin zenemar, that on this wine it says v'yayin yisamachayim, and wine will make happy life. Ecclesiastes, Koheles 10 verse 19. Misitra de chesed v'bina. From the side of chesed, no, that wouldn't make sense. Is it chachma and bina? Is that chachma and bina? How do you spell chachma? Yeah, so the ches. Yisitra de chachma ubina, from the side of chachma ubina, wisdom and understanding. Klemer chachma ubina nikram chaim, as if to say, wisdom and understanding are called life, chaim. Kamashikosov, like it's written, Vatam adevekim ba Adonai Elohechem, and as it's written, and you who are doivek, you who cleave on to Hashem, which is chachma, and Elokechem, your God, which is bina. Chaim kol chamayim, right? Chaim, you're alive, your life. So you see, father or mother, chachma and bina are called life, etc. The chule means etc. Habina hina hanikres ema banim smicha. The bina, the understanding, she is called the mother of the children is happy. V'abina mishpas gvuraseha legvura. And the understanding gives its influence. It influences its strength, to gvura. Ulahide, and to hide, ulamalchus, and also to malchus, kingship. Nimtza comes out, shayayin zu, that this wine, hamshacha me'abina, it's extend or drawing forth from bina understanding, limalchus, until malchus, to malchus. The Ilain Mare Kabbalah, Vela Lemde Kabbalah. These are the masters, or the learners, the ones who study Kabbalah. Misitra de Eitz HaChaim, from the side of the tree of life. Achuzim bechachma ubina. They are grasping onto chachma and bina. Hanikreim Chaim, which are called Chaim, life. V'tarasam Eitz HaChaim, and their Torah is the tree of life. Ki Eitz b'teferes, because the tree is in teferes. Aval misitra de Eitz Hadas Tovara, but Aval misha oiches beitz Hadas Tovara klemer b'malchus, but from the side of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which, as if to say, is Malchus, Itmar be Shasoi al Yoira. It says about it, Shasoi al Yoira. I don't know how to translate. I don't know what that means. Shasoi al Yoira. It's a saying from Tractate Eruvin. Nemar by, it says about it, Shasoi al Yoira. Shasoi al Yoira. Kiyesh yayin hamisamach. Because you have wine that makes happy. V'yesh yayin hamishakar. And you have wine that makes you drunk. Zacha nasa roish. Lo zacha rash. If he merits, it makes him a head. Roish. Lo zach. If he doesn't merit, it makes him rash. I think rash means like destitute and poor. Deitz hadas, because the tree of knowledge is Zuha Malchus, which is the kingship Malchus. He beis hadin. It's the house. It's the courthouse. Taman yoira yoira yadin yadin. There is yoira yoira yadin yadin. I don't know what that means. It's from Sanhedrin, Tractate Sanhedrin. There's a footnote here. Shasoi zah nimshach achar hanois ha'olam haza. Shasoi is someone who is drawn after the pleasures of this world. V'alav nemar yitoish kodmecha. And on him it says yitoish, your east, your face, your forward side. I don't know. Yitoish is oisyoish shasoi. Yitoish is the same letters as shasoi, which we said is the one who's drawn after these worldly pleasures. V'hoilech batzeis Vashti. And he goes after the counsel of Vashti, Hanefesh Habahamis, the animal soul, Hamasave v'Shasoi, Hamasave, that is lustful. The Shasoi oisoi is Vashti, and Shasoi, it's also the same letters as Vashti. Okay, Yoire Liamina, Yoire Lismala. So it's Yoire to the right and it's Yoire to the left. Bamispatza Hadin Ben Tov Lemutav. In it is like, I guess, balance the judgment for the good side or the other side, you know. Yadin limina, yadin lisma. Also, you have yadin to the right, yadin to the left. The Taman, and there in Malchus, yayin hameshakar, it's starchlis stamra is the wine that makes drunk, that you're required to be a stamra from it. Nimtza yayin hameshakar sheyesh li'izar mimenu. This is the wine. It comes out wine that makes you drunk. That you have to be cautious from it. Aval misitra deitz hachayim, but from the side of the tree of life. Aval mitzad eitz chaim klemer tiferes, which is tiferes. Nemar by, it says in it, v'yayin yisam chaim. That wine gladdens life. Chedvesa de zahir da, v'zu chedvesa Torah haba mizahir hagvur. It's the joy of this illumination. This is the illumination of Torah that comes from the illumination of gevura, restraint. Tachazi, come and see. Tlas mashkin des ramiza behuay raisa bore begimel mashkin nim shalatar. So come and see with 3 drinks. Is alluded to, the Torah is alluded to 3 drinks. 3 drinks allude to the Torah. Inon mayim yayin v'chalav. They are water, wine, and milk. Misitra de tlas, Zohar Ramchal, and they come from an aspect of these 3 illuminations. Hatorah shihat feres nimshala begimel mashkin keneged hachagat hanishpa melai. Maya mitzad chesed, yayin mitzad gvura, v'chalav mitzida ki achalav hu lavan okor. Okay, so the Torah, which is Tiferes, is compared with 3 drinks corresponding to Chagat, Chesed, Gvura, and Tiferes. Loving kindness, restraint, and the harmony, balance, Tiferes. That they are influencing it to the Torah, which is the Tiferes, the 3rd one. Mayim from the side of Chesed, water from the side of loving kindness, wine from the side of Gvura, restraint, and milk from its side, because the milk is white. Akur, I don't know what akur. Maya misitra desire kadma. Water from the first illumination. Right? which is chesed. Yain misitr desire tanyana, wine, which is from the second illumination, which is gevura. Chalav misitr desire tulisa'ach, milk from the third illumination, which is tiferes. Zohar da, this illumination, which is tiferes, ihu Zohar de taman karam yaniku darais. It's the illumination that there is the suckling of Torah from the right and from the left. Umizayna de nishmasa de as zanas mine is adnas beiduna delay. And it's sustaining the soul, which is sustained from it and pleasured with delight, or delights with pleasure there. So to the illumination the illumination of Tiferes, it's a sustenance to the soul, and it's a delight for her, and that means that it is flowing to her. It flows from there to her. That is flowing to her intellect, moichin, consciousness, intellect, brains. Okay, Zohar Revi'ah, the fourth illumination, Beikaim Tukva Deraisa. In it is standing or established the strength of Torah. V'nitzchadila, and her, or its eternity. V'da Netzach, and this is Netzach. V'nitzcha Inshallah, v'zeh Zohar Netzach, and her victory or eternality, which is the light of Netzach. Or illumination of Netzach. And the reasoning why does Netzach give strength? Because Torah is the Torah of loving kindness, and Netzach comes from the side of Chasadim, loving kindnesses. So in this illumination, which is the Netzach, victory or eternality, it says, anyone who establishes a place, anyone who sets a place, l'tarasai, for his Torah, oiviu naiflim tachtav, his enemies fall under him. Tractate Brachos. And this is the Netzach of Netzach, or the Netzach that makes up Netzach. It's the victorious aspect of this victory. Okay. The misitra dehoid shchinta azlas minadda me'asar lasar. That from the side of Hoid, the divine presence goes wandering from place to place. Mitzad Hoid she'elu dinim kashim ashchina halachas v'naidedes mimakam l'makam. From the side of Hoid, which these are difficult judgments or heavy judgments, the divine presence goes and wanders from place to place. Avol misitra di netzach ikbas b'yamina. But from the side of victory netzach, it is set in the right. Avol mitzad netzach nikba b'yamin. But from the side of netzach, which is set or established, or set in the right side, right? Ditmar Bey, that it says about it, sweetness or pleasantness with your right is victory, is victorious. Yeah, in Psalms 16, we see the victory is the right side, netzach is the right side, sweetness. Ubei, and in this netzach, it says the gam netzach Yisrael la yishaker v'chulei, and also the victory, the netzach of Israel doesn't lie, etc. From Samuel 1. V'da David Itmar, and on this to David was said, this pasuk Shmuel said to Shaul about David, that the kingship of Israel is going to continue from him. Kinichem Hashem Malchus Shaul, because Hashem he felt bad. He changed his mind from giving the kingdom to Shaul, King Saul. The EU asking le benetzach liyamina. V'zois kivan shedavid hamelech hatikon es hanetzach b'yamin. Because he fixed the netzach on the right side. Because King David rectified the victory in the right side. All right, now we're up to the fifth light.